You can now use Claude Code to edit your entire Shopify store. You just ask it what you want, and a few minutes later, it updates your store exactly the way you asked. You don't need any coding knowledge, you don't need to add any apps, you don't even need a developer, you just need a single prompt. Let me show you what I mean. If we have a look at this store here, this is built on the Standard Horizon theme. It's a Standard Horizon template, and if you look down, it looks okay, but it looks like every other store. This is one that I edited with Claude Code. Now it looks night and day. It looks so much better. It's going to convert a lot better. It has so much more detail. And it only took me about 30 minutes to build. Honestly, in the last 15 years of scaling e-commerce stores, I've never seen anything like this. For the first time ever, non-technical founders are going to have complete control over their store. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to set up Claude Code for Shopify from start to finish. So grab yourself a coffee and let's get started. To make it easy to follow along, I've broken this tutorial up into chapters. First, we're going to learn how to set up Claude Code. Second, I'm going to show you how to connect Claude into Shopify. Third, I'm going to show you how to get the theme editor set up to be edited with Claude. Fourth, I'm going to show you how to use Claude to customize an existing product page. Fifth, we're going to create a product template using Claude. Sixth, I'm going to show you how to copy other people's designs and put it directly into your own theme. Seven, I'm going to show you how you can edit the entire theme, not just product pages. And then eight, I'm going to show you how to push it live. And then nine, I'm going to show you how to use AI prompts directly within Shopify. Let's get started by setting up your Claude account. Now, if you're not familiar with what Claude is, it's like an alternative to ChatGPT. It's an AI chatbot that we can talk to that can do things for us, but not just create, text and things for us. It can actually create code. It can build apps. It can connect into other systems. It's much more sophisticated. And we're going to be using a feature inside Claude today, which is called Claude Code. Now, in order to use Claude Code, we do need to upgrade to a pro account. So if you're just using the free one, the pro account is the only one that includes Claude Code, which we're going to need to edit our Shopify store. So upgrade to that account, and then we're going to install another tool, which is called Visual Studio Code. And now this tool here is free, and it allows us to connect Claude Code directly into our Shopify store so that we can edit the theme just using chat, okay? So I want you to download and install that now, and then we'll move into how to connect Claude directly into Visual Studio. Once you've got it installed, it's going to look a little bit like this. And what we need to do is we need to set up the environment so that we can connect Claude Code and we can connect Shopify. So we're going to go up here and we're going to click File, New, we're going to click Open Folder. Okay. And then I want you to create a new folder and call it something like Shopify Editor. I'm just going to call mine Demo 3 because I've done a few different ones. And we're going to click Create. And then we're going to click Open. And what this is doing is creating a folder environment that we're going to use to set up our Shopify and Claude connections. So we can see that we've got Shopify Editor Demo there, and under here that there's nothing under there. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to connect in Claude. We're going to click this extensions button. We're going to type in Claude in the extensions. You're going to see a whole heap of extensions come up, but we're going to install the one that is by Anthropic. So click that, and I've already installed it. So I'll just uninstall it just to show you what happens. Click uninstall. We click install here, and that's done that for you there. And then up the top right here, you're going to see this button. I want you to click that button there. Okay, that's now opened a Claude window. So we see this little Claude bot here. All right, so now this is like talking directly into Claude in the app, but we're now doing it inside Visual Studio. Now I can close this off here. The way Visual Studio works is we have this chat here, and then over on the left-hand side, it shows you our files and all those sorts of things. But really, this is the main part that we want to be doing. So the next piece is we now need to connect Visual Studio into Shopify and then connect Claude and the two together. So we're going to do all of this purely by prompts, all right? And I'm going to use Whisperflow to talk my prompts through because typing is so 2025. I need to install the Shopify CLI into Visual Studio. So Shopify CLI stands for Command Line Interface, and this is the thing that Claude is going to use to talk directly to your Shopify store. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get Claude to install this for us. So it's done the research for us, and it's going to start to run commands for us on our behalf. So here we're just going to check if CLI is installed. So it's already just going to go check if it's installed. Okay. And all we're going to do here is we're just going to go through and we're going to approve these settings to set up your Shopify CLI. Okay. It's going through a few different options. Now, I noticed this happened to me once before. It's saying, which way would you like to install it? I found the NPM version was a lot better. So just write NPM version. And we'll go ahead and install the NPM version. The homebrew one didn't work for me last time. So we're going to say yes, allow. So what's happening here is it's connecting the Shopify command line interface into your Claude using your computer's terminal, right? Sounds really techy, but you don't need to worry about it. It's doing all the right thing for you. As prompts continue to pop up, feel free to just double check what the prompt is and approve as necessary. Okay, great. So it says the Shopify CLI is now installed and working. So you can see there's a few different tasks that it can do here, but what we're gonna do here is we're gonna ask it to connect to our Shopify store and we're gonna get it to list our themes. Please connect to our Shopify store and give me a list of the themes on the store. So what it should do here is it's gonna ask us to authenticate into a Shopify store, okay? So yes, we want that to happen. Okay, so what it's asking for here is it's asking for what the name of our store is here, okay? So we're gonna go over to a store here, and the one we're gonna grab is, this here is the URL of the store. So it's gonna copy that, and we're gonna go back to our Visual Studio, and we're gonna paste it in here. Please authenticate with this store. So what it's asking here is it's asking us to put some code into the terminal because it can't authenticate on our behalf because it breaks security restrictions. So we're just gonna copy this here. We're gonna go up to terminal up here, and we're gonna click New Terminal. That's going to bring this up here. We can just now paste in what we copied, which was Shopify auth login, and press enter. It's asking which account would we like to log in with. Press enter, and it's going to log us in there. Now, in some instances, it may pop up a brand new screen and ask you to authenticate. In my instance, I've already authenticated here, but that's now all set up, okay? So now we can go back into Claude Code and say authenticated. We can close down the terminal if we like, and then we'll do this one here. Okay, so this is now bringing in a list of themes from our Shopify store. Okay, it's found 13 themes, and we can see that they're all the themes that we have in here. I've got a lot in here because I've been playing around with it, okay? Your live theme is Horizon HC. You have several Horizon variants, a few Dawn copies, etc., etc. Okay, so now we know all our Shopify themes inside our store. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna create a copy of one of our themes so that we're only working on the copied theme. Now, this is really important. I don't want you working on your live theme because if something goes wrong and it doesn't work, it's gonna break your entire store. So it's best practice to work on a copy of the live theme, okay? So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna ask it to duplicate a copy of the live theme. Can you duplicate the live theme, please? Okay, that's done. It's now duplicated that theme and it's called copy of Horizon. And then here we'll just say, now continue to work just on that theme. And as you can see, once we've done that, we can now see through here, it's creating a copy of the theme on our local computer, okay? Which means we can edit it directly on here. Okay, so it's got the copy of the theme there. And now let's just pop into our Shopify store and just see if we can see that new theme here. So if we head over to themes, so we can see here, we've got copy of Horizon, and that was the one that was added 1 minute ago. This is the one that Claude created for us. So let's go back to Visual Studio and we can see there all the theme files are now in there. All right, awesome. So what I want to do here is I want to make an edit to the existing Shopify theme. So actually, you know what I'll do is I'll go back to edit theme. We will edit, say, let's go to the product page. Let's click default product. Let's just say we want to edit something in here. Let's say that we want to add some sort of, buttons under here, right, as a block. So I'm gonna just say under the add to cart button, we wanna add in 3 objection buster icons and text, okay? So we'll go back to here and we'll type it into it. In the product page default template, underneath the add to cart button, I wanna add in 3 icons and text that I can edit in the theme editor. One icon's going to be for shipping, the second icon's going to be for guarantees, and the third icon is going to be for returns. Let's just add in lots of info there, okay? So I'm just gonna press enter. And it's going to go ahead and it's going to do this for us. So you can see it started to write this out, and occasionally it's going to pop up and ask you to approve the change. I'll often just do here, yes, allow for all edits in this session. And it means that as we make changes, we don't need to approve every single one. Okay, so that is done. It probably took about 1.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes. And we can see that it's told us what it's actually done. It's put in a delivery truck, a shield, and refresh arrows. And it's told us exactly what it's done there. And it's showed us what's editable within the theme editor. Let's go and have a look and see what it's actually done. So before I refresh this page, I just want to show you what's not there, right? If we click the buy buttons, we can't see anything underneath the buy buttons. There's no blocks or anything in there, okay? I don't think I can put one in, okay? There's nothing I can put in. So if I now refresh this default product template should now be updated with those changes that I asked for in Claude Code. We can see we've got these here, right? Truck icon, money back guarantee. And then if we look under the buy buttons, we've now got this new section here, which is the product trust buttons. The cool thing about this is editable. We can move it around, do whatever we want with it. It's like building our own Shopify theme. And the cool thing about this is we can change the icons, we can put different text in there, we can do whatever we want. It's ridiculously good, right? So just by typing in what we want, we can edit something directly in here. So you might have already seen this capability within Shopify Sidekick. Now, this is much more advanced than Sidekick because in Sidekick, all you can actually do is generate sections, right? So we can add a section and we can use generate to create a section. But with Claude Code, we can create entire themes, entire templates, everything. So I'm going to show you now how to not just add little sections in, I'm going to show you how to create an entire template just in Claude Code. So let's get back to Visual Studio. And what we're going to do here is we're going to create a brand new product template. So let's tell Claude to do that. I now want you to create a brand new product template in this theme using the attached framework. So I'll head over to our portal inside the e-commerce academy, and I'm just going to grab a framework which we call the perfect product page. And that framework, I don't need to watch my training. That framework is this one here, the product page workbook. And if I grab that one here, I've got it here, perfect product page, the anatomy of a high converting product page. So we're going to upload that now into Claude Code. So I'll attach it, upload from computer, that there. And so now this framework is what's going to tell Claude exactly how we want this product page to be done. Now, if you do want a copy of the framework, I've linked it down below for you guys. So it's analyzing the framework and it's now going to think about how it can code this into its own template for us. Right, so that's now done. That took a couple of minutes to do that, but it's saying the PPP framework, perfect product page framework, is live on the store. Here's what it's made. So it's made the hero, it's made trust badges, benefits grid, outcomes, image text, feature highlight, social proof, etc. And it's pushed it live. So let's go see what that's done for us. We're going to head over to the Shopify store. We're going to refresh this page again, and then there should be a new template inside this copy theme, which is called PPP. Let's have a look. PPP framework. Awesome. So let's click into that and let's see what we can see. It's called them HC. That stands for high converting. I just made that up. But what we can see is it's got all these things here. It's added these badges in here. It's done this here. It's done the why it's different, what the experience, everything you need to know. It's done everything, right? So this is a really great framework for us to start from. It's like a good baseline, like an outline, right? So what we can do here is we can now go through and start to edit what we want here. You know, if we want to make these icons bigger, if we want to turn these ones off. So I actually don't think we need them in two places. So I'm actually going to turn off the benefits grid. We can just hide that there if we want. That's not that one, it's these ones here. Under the products hero, we've got lots of bits and pieces here. All right, so let's just say we want to make some changes here. Let's maybe want to do something with this badge, or we want to have different options here. So badge position, oh, that's already done it for us. Above product title or over product image. That's really cool. It's got the images. Okay, so maybe I want to do something. Let's make some stuff up. So let's have a look through here and see if there's anything we might want to change. So have a look at these swatches. So swatch size, text fill, product image, thumbnail. We've already done that. Maybe I want these to be drop downs. All right, so let's just say we want to change this to drop downs. We could now go back to Claude Code and get it to change that for us. So let's go do that. Let's add in another option to the variant section of the product details to allow for a drop down menu for variants. Click go. So it's now going to go and find that exact section of the template and customize that for us. So let's just see what it does there. It's found the variant picker, it's thinking, it's doing its work, and it's going ahead and recoding it for us. That one took a little bit longer, maybe 2.5 minutes or so, but you can see it's now done. It's added in the theme editor. It's got the normal pills and swatches, but it's done a drop down menu. So let's have a look what it's done inside that theme. We'll refresh this one, reload the site, and we'll see what changes it's done. We've got the PPP framework, pick a style, pills, swatches, and now we've got a drop down menu. Awesome, and it's now changed it to that. Pretty cool, right? So not only have we just built a whole framework that we can work off, so we can basically have all the sections that we want. We can actually go in and edit them and configure them any way we want. But there's something really cool that I love about using this tool is we can actually take inspiration from other people's stores. I'm talking like the biggest stores in the world, and then put it onto our store, right? So let's go to a store I think does conversion really, really well, which is True Classics. We'll go here and let's find something on here that we really like, and we're gonna now embed it inside this template, okay? So we'll go into the men's section, go to short sleeves, we'll go to crew necks, and I'll see if there's something in here that I really like, and I'm gonna add it to my store. Okay, I like this element here, this little top seller icon there. So I'm gonna do this, right? I'm gonna highlight this section here, right? And I'm going to copy and paste this into Claude Code, and I'm going to get it to add this little top seller badge icon onto my theme, right? So we can copy it directly from here. So I'll paste that in. Using the attached reference image, I now want to add a similar badge like the one top seller in this reference image onto my swatches on my product page. I need to be able to add an icon, change the text and the color, but I want the styling to look exactly the same as the reference image. Can you add that in? Okay, so we've given it the prompt, we've given it a reference, and now what it should do is go and actually create that for us, right? So let's see what it comes back with. All right, that's completed. So we can see that it has done it. It's got the badge styling. To add a badge, we need to open the theme editor, navigate to a product using the PHP framework, click the variant picker block, add block, swatch label, set the option value, must match the name exactly. Okay, let's see if we can do that. So we're going to go back to this. We'll go back to our theme. We'll refresh it so we get the changes to come through. Click reload. And let's see if we can make this look good. All right, we've got the PHP framework, we've got the variations. All right, so let's do, I think the swatch style is this one here. So we've got the swatch style. And what we're gonna do is we got to add in the, what did it say? Let's have a look. It says add block, add the swatch label. All right, so we're gonna click add block. We're gonna add swatch label, that one there, awesome. Pop that up just under there. And then in swatch label, it said call it the same thing. So I'm going to call it 100 gram. And then we're going to be like an emoji, which can be, we can see it's already there, top seller. Awesome. So a little heart there. Cool. That's done and that's so cool. And then we can make it blue or green or whatever we want. That is awesome, right? So I literally copied that from one of the best converting sites in the world and now put it into my site. That is out of control. So that's great if we want to edit existing templates or create new templates, but sometimes we might want to edit something in the theme altogether that doesn't let us do it inside that sort of template editor. We can do that inside Claude Code. So let me show you that. We'll head back to Visual Studio. Actually, before we head back there, what I'm going to do is I want to change the color of this one, and I want to make it that it maybe has a small animation, and I want to change that from a bag to a cart, like a shopping trolley or something like that. So let's go back to Visual Studio, and we're going to do a site-wide one. We now want to change the shopping cart icon, and we're going to have the ability to change the icon with some pre-selected icons. So like a cart, a bag, a trolley, things like that. We also want to be able to have a small animation when something is added to the cart and change the color of the number notification on that cart. Can you please do that? So this should now go off and work out exactly how to edit that on the theme. And it hopefully will add it into the admin for us so that we can go and edit these things ourselves whenever we want. This is sort of stuff that is, in premium Shopify themes. So what you're now doing is building your own premium Shopify theme with features that you might like in their one that you can put directly into yours. All right, that is now done. And we can see that it's told us what to do. It's under header, utilities, setting, card icon, style, etc. You probably also notice I just got this little message here that I've used 90% of your limit. Now, obviously, the more editing you do, the more usage tokens you're going to use in Claude. But this resets in an hour, so you just have a break, go grab a coffee, come back and build it again. So let's go see if this works. Header, utilities, we'll pop back, refresh, make sure the new changes come through, and let's have a look. Go over to header here, and then over under there should be something called utilities. Utilities, here we go, shopping bag, basket, it's changed there. Minimal trolley, what does that do? Okay, it looks pretty good. Let's see if we can change the color. Cart count background color. Maybe I'll make that green. And then cart count number color, maybe make that black. Let's see what happens. How cool is that? So I can edit this all the time. That is so, so good. It doesn't look like it's done any animation though for us. So we might need to play around with getting the animation to happen, but otherwise it looks pretty good, right? Cart icon style, yeah, there's no animation, but that's okay. I'm sure we could add that in later, right? So maybe one thing to learn here is that I don't give it too many instructions at once. So now that we can create templates and edit our pages and do entire theme edits, it's time to push this live. Now, this is the hardest part of everything, right? When we go live, it's also the scariest part. Are we going to break things? So I'm just going to leave this without saving it. Remember, it's saved in the theme file. The only thing that needs to be saved is the edits that you make to the store. Now, to push this live, it is pretty simple. We're just going to click publish here on the theme that you want to go live, which is the one that we edited when it is ready. And then that'll bring the live one into an unpublished theme, and then this will be the main one now. And then when you want to edit the theme, what we would recommend doing is duplicating the live theme, so it's the most up-to-date one, editing that, and then pushing that one live. Now, the last part of this tutorial is how we can do AI prompts directly in Shopify without even needing to use VS Code. And I've got a video here that's going to show you exactly how to do that.